President Bola Tinubu is set to visit Plateau State today following the deadly attack that claimed 28 lives and left 22 injured in Angua, Rukuba, Jos North local government area on Palm Sunday. This visit comes as the state slowly regains calm after the tensions that gripped the city yesterday. In the wake of the violence, security has been tightened and residents are breathing a sigh of relief as calm returns to the streets. The president's visit is expected to focus on supporting victims and assessing the security situation, and authorities have urged residents to remain vigilant but optimistic as efforts for peace continue. Hello, Percy. It's good to see you. Fill us in on what's happening in the capital as preparations continue for the president's visit.
All right, thank you for having me. This morning, after the incident of yesterday, we understand that this morning the city is relatively calm. People are going about their normal businesses, even though some shops are still closed as at 10:30 to 11, which normally it's not the case here in Jos. We are right now at the Terminus Market, which is the city center, where yesterday at this time, there was nobody here at this particular time because people camped out for safety after the skirmishes that happened yesterday and the tension that arose in some part of the city. But right now, people are going about their normal businesses, shops are open, and a lot of people, even though there are still fears and tension. I just spoke with someone who just passed now, who told me that he cannot access his shop because of the fear of being attacked. I guess that area probably is populated by a particular side of the divide, so he cannot access his shop. And I believe there are so many other people.
All right. Earlier, we spoke to you about the incident at the University of Jos, where you reported that there are expectations that the students will be evacuated. Do you have any update as to the security situation around the institution, and if indeed there's an update on the promised evacuation of the students? And we have our correspondent, Percy back with us now from Jos, the capital of Plateau State. Percy, I just read that security has been reinforced around the University of Jos area. Is that the situation from what you're hearing? And please reconfirm whether there have been plans to evacuate the students from the University of Jos.
Okay, yeah. So yesterday we went around, and then around the university in the afternoon between 3 and 4, there was strong security deployment around the university, the main campus gate, and also the hostels to ensure that the students there are protected. And the school also issued a statement for an immediate evacuation of students that are still in the hostel. I want to believe that by this morning, we heard that the metro buses, the government-owned commercial buses, have been moving towards the university. As right now, there are a lot of buses that are being that are moving towards the university. If you can see to my left, there are buses that are moving towards the university. I want to believe these are also part of measures to move students out of the institution to avert any reoccurrence of any tension or skirmishes that might come up. So yes, the university has issued a statement, students should be evacuated. But the concern people are raising is how are they moving out of the institution? Is there going to be a security measure that will escort them to the park, to their homes? So right now, I'm just being signaled that security vans are driving behind the buses that just passed. About 10 or more buses just passed, and 2 trucks of security Hilux vans passed behind them. So I want to believe these are measures that are being put in place to ensure that the students are safely evacuated and then taken to wherever state they are coming from or whatever local government or town that they are coming from.
All right. So from what you're saying, the students have not been evacuated because of the same security concerns. So talk to us about what you're seeing around the capital, the metropolis, as far as security is concerned, as security being reinforced, especially following concerns that we've seen on social media about people scampering for safety, fleeing attacks?
Okay, at the terminus area right now, like I said earlier, there is no single presence of a security personnel here. Usually, when things happen like this, a day and two after, you will see pockets of security personnel in some spots with their Hilux van, just keeping watch to ensure that calm is maintained. But today, there is no single presence of security here on the terminus area, and also in Ahmadu Bello, which are the most busy areas in the city of Jos. And it's surprising because people who even opens their shops are still apprehensive because some of them told us it just opens to watch and see what will happen. They are not very sure what will happen next. And others are saying that the security has been deployed to the airport where the president is visiting and also meeting with stakeholders and the state government. So one will wonder if all the security is moved to that place and then something happens there, what is going to happen? Who is going to take care of the situation to make sure that calm is restored? This is something that I think should be looked into, and the security should do more in ensuring that their heavy presence is experienced in places like this.
And speaking of other expectations, you said earlier that you had interacted with some of the residents at the terminus there. What are they saying about the president's visit? Are they optimistic?
Yes, they are optimistic about the president's visit, that he is coming into town just days after the deadly attack in Angola, which is something that most of them commend. But then their concern is if the president is coming to town when something like this happened, he should be able to go to the scene of the incident, to see the people, to talk to the people, to relate with the people so they know that he's part of them. But from what we've gathered, everything that was going to happen around his visit is going to be at the airport in Haipang, which many question the rationale behind the visit if he's going to stay back at the airport to meet the stakeholders and the state government. So people are optimistic that yes, his visit will bring some kind of relief. It will douse some kind of tension, and they're also expecting that some of the things that will be tabled before him is more deployment of security into Jos. We've not seen this kind of attack in a very long time. So for it to happen at this moment is a thing of concern to many citizens. So they are hoping that there will be more deployment of security, and then more will be done to ensure that this calm that we're expecting now, this relative peace, will be sustained.
All right, Percy, we hope to speak to you again very soon, especially as the president is expected to arrive Jos soon. Our correspondent there, Percy Dabang, reporting from Jos, the capital of Plateau State.